As an international travel, the worst thing that ever happens is you miss a flight or a flight gets canceled. And it just happened to me. So what now? After 27 years living in 73 different countries, I can tell you what to do now. So let me explain. So when my first flight got delayed, it made it where I only had 25 minutes to get to my second flight, which was Dallas to London. Needs to say that's the one time they decided to leave 3 minutes early, and I missed a flight. The original prep work you need to do for missing a flight actually happens at home before you leave. The first thing that you do is that you make sure that you have travel insurance, because two things happen with travel insurance. Any cost you have to spend because your flight's been canceled or delayed, that gets covered and that takes the sting out. The other thing is that most really good travel insurance actually has a concierge service that when you get in a bind, you can call that 800 number. They find you cars, hotels, help you with flights, do all those things so that you can actually get where you need to be. The next thing you do is that you need to have the numbers, WhatsApp, emails, whatever, of the people that are going to get you in your destination, your driver. You need to have the number of your hotel, because your driver, if you don't let them know, might not come pick you up. The other thing is your hotel, if you miss the night, they actually will do a no-show and cancel the rest of your trip. And you don't want either of those things to happen. So make sure you have that data on your phone. The third thing you do is, I really can't recommend enough, is that you book your travel through a travel agent or travel advisor. Because when you do that and things get canceled and the airport gets crazy, then you may have the person that you call as you're standing in line, and they're on the back side of things. They can get in the interior of the airline flight systems and they can rebook you flights and get things taken care of that you're not gonna be able to do in the ground. And the fourth thing is that if you are a checked bag flyer like I am, make sure that your bag has toothbrush, toothpaste, hairspray, little bottles, your brush, a pair of clean underwear, all those types of deals, so that you're prepared, because in all honesty, when you travel nowadays, you're gonna get canceled or miss a flight at some point. Now let's talk about what to do when it happens. And this kind of divides on a line of whether you're flying economy or whether you're flying business class. So for me, for example, because I fly economy and I've got status with multiple airlines, what happens immediately for me is that either airline is going to fix it and I'm going to know immediately before I even have to say anything as far as getting flights, or I go to the lounges, and that's the best place to get in fast if you've got status or you're flying business or first class, is go to the lounge. Don't go to the gate where they tell you to and stand in a nasty line. Just go to the lounge, because at any of the lounges, they can get online and find what you need. So like on this flight where I missed my flight to London, I went up there and there was nobody in line, but I walked by the gate that they told me to go to, and there was 2 hours for the people in line. So use your Admiral Club or your whatever they call the lounge for your airline to get your ticket taken care of faster. They also, if it's not weather, will help you get a hotel attached to the airport or really close, so therefore you can actually have some place to sleep if you need to have that. Now, if you're flying economy or you don't have status, what you need to do to get your ticket taken care of fast is, as soon as you can, get in that nasty line. Just go ahead and get in it so you've got your spot. But do 2 things at the same time, especially if you've got multiple people flying together. One is that on your travel insurance, call that 800 number, that concierge 800 number. They can help you. They can go ahead and pull things up. They can help find if there's hotels, if there's car rentals, give you options. At the same time, like I said, if you've got a travel agent, you call them. So what happens is you've got the concierge service, you've got your travel agent and yourself working all at the same time, and that's how you're gonna get the flight fastest to get you where you need to go. It's having all 3 things work at the same time. Whether you have status and are flying business first class and have a lounge help you, or whether you're flying economy and having your concierge or the desk help you, it does make a difference on that, but you've got to be flexible in your flights. Like for me, I was flying from Dallas to London on a non-stop. So everybody that was looking for the next non-stop. Well, the next non-stop they could get me through was in 3 days. I didn't want to wait in Dallas for 3 days. So be flexible on how you're willing to get there. So for me, I'd already gotten online on my phone and realized that there were direct flights from Boston and Chicago and Charlotte to London. So I proposed, hey, can you find me another connecting airline or airport that can get me there. And they're like, yeah, sure, no problem. So what I end up doing is I've now flown from Dallas to Boston, and then I'll go from Boston to London. And that gets me in there 34 hours after I'm supposed to have, but that's better than 72 hours. So go ahead and have yourself educated on other options of airports that'll be close. So therefore you can offer it, because that person behind the desk is as stressed as you are, because they are staring at hundreds potentially of people in line who all need help. And as Bobby, who was helping me last night, he cannot duct tape another seat to a flight so I can get on it. And there's only so many seats. So be flexible on your airports that will get you to the goal of your final destination. Now, if you're finding this tip video helpful, make sure you subscribe and check out one of these others. Like I said, I've been traveling to countries for 27 years and I've already done 73 of them. I've got a few tips and tricks that will make your traveling so much easier. So make sure you follow along and you watch this next one.